Shopping. So this is my spending money on whatever I need. I'm going to get $55. 20, 40, 55. All right, so once I spend whatever I have in these envelopes, that's it for that category. I can't spend anymore. I'm going to give $20 for my daughter. And then once I'm done with the 2 weeks, I put everything in the expense tracker, highlight it for each category that it goes in, and then I compare my budget to what I actually have spent. So, hi everybody, thanks for clicking on this video. On this channel, I experiment with different budgeting styles, savings goals, and I share the strategies I learn as I go. Today I'm going to be doing the Dave Ramsey inspired cash envelope stuffing. This is the way that I budget my money in cash. I also do use some digital forms of budgeting, so if you're interested in that, every 2 weeks I do my payday budget and I show you where every dollar will go. Real numbers. This is my real paycheck. I do this every 2 weeks. So I'm going to show you where this money will go. First, I need to count it. I need to make sure we have what we budgeted. We should have $719 that came from the bank. So we have 50, 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 370, 390, 410, 430, 450, 470, 490, 510, 530, 550, 560, 70, 80, 96, 610, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 700, 705, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. $719. All right. So we have our lovely binders here. I'm going to start with my wallet. This is what I used to do. So we're back to cash wallet envelopes. So we're going to put money in each of these. So for gas, food, gas, grocery, and essentials, those are all kept in the bank account. So I'm going to take those out just because it's easier for me when I do like online shopping for essential things, or when I need to do grocery pickup. It's easier to just leave the money right there in the bank. But for everything else, I like to have it in cash so I can budget this way. Dining is going to get $75 for the next 2 weeks. It's $50.75. Shopping. So this is my spending money on whatever I need. I'm going to get $55. $20, $40, $55. Alright, so once I spend whatever I have in these envelopes, that's it for that category. I can't spend anymore. I'm going to give $20 for my daughter. Miscellaneous is going to get $25. Alright. Let's see. Beauty is going to get $20, and it does have some money left from last pay period, so it now has 20, 40, 50, 45. Okay, Pet has some money from last time, so we're going to add to it. Pet is getting just $10. So Pet now has 10, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. Okay. And Health has some money as well. We're adding $15 to Health. Alright, so Health now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 51. 151. I feel like the extra dollar could go somewhere else, but we'll leave it in there for now. Oh no, this got ripped. I have to fix that. Alright, so that's done. That was quick and easy. Now we have to do our cash binders. So we'll start with the Always Fund. So these are the items that I have in here. These are a binder envelopes that will get money every single time that I get paid. Home emergency, I keep this only in cash. It's going to get $65. Let's see. 40, 50, 60. And it's getting different denominations because they're coming from different sources. One's from my payday from work and one is from YouTube. So let's see what we have now is 50, 100, 120, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, 10, 15, 215. So goal for this is 250. So we're close. And I update these trackers at the end. I won't bore you guys with that. Home maintenance is getting $30. And it has 50 right now, so now it's 50, 70, 80. And next we have school transportation is getting $30 or school travel. This is for any college visits that we need to go to. Once she narrows it down for my daughter, this is 50, 70, 90, 100. That doesn't seem right. No, this is 50, 70, 80, 90. 90, not 100. All right, what's next? Family fun is going to get, do we have any money in here? No, it's going to get $25. It doesn't have anything in there right now. Christmas is going to get $40 this time. And this does have some money in here. Christmas also has money in the bank. Most of these also have money in the bank. So Christmas now has 50, 70, 90, 110, 120 in cash. Extra utilities. This is one that I just added in here. Extra utilities is going to get $100. So now it has 120. And that's for any time my utility bill is more than usual. I can take some extra money that I have in here for that. So that's a pretty important one. All right, and then we're going to do my binder. I'm going to get some money. Let's see. My miscellaneous envelope is going to get $30. So that's going to bring me to 20, 40, 55. There's not a lot of money in many of these. So, but that's okay. My birthday is going to get $20. And let's see, self-care is going to get $10. So it has 10 now. It's going to have 20. And that's it for my binder. Self-care will probably be done soon. I think I only had a goal of like $100, $150. I don't remember. All right, let's do my daughter's binder. Her graduation envelope is going to get $20. I'm pretty sure that's in the back. Doesn't have any cash, but it does have money in the bank. So that's going to get $20. Okay, her bonus envelope, and this is for anytime she gets 90 or above in a class. But I think, so it's $10 right now, but I think I'm going to up it to $20 for the harder classes. It's going to get 10. It has 10 in there, so it now has 20. I should probably put that in the always fund, so I can have that stacked up for when the semester's over. I think that's it in hers. It's in hers here. YouTube binder. I haven't touched this in a while. Anytime that I get YouTube income, I try to put some money in this one. Taxes is already full. What else? YouTube games. This is for giveaways. It's going to get $5. Doesn't have any cash in it now, but it does have money in the bank. And then YouTube supplies. Again, nothing in there, but it does have money in the bank. I hope it has more than that, but that's all it had last time. Alright, that's it there. And we have our emergency binder. Let's see, car emergency. is going to get $20. This is an important one. I also have automatic savings for this one. So before I spend any money, this one gets about $75, I think. Because I have an older car and I know that it's going to need a few repairs sooner rather than later. So I'm saving up for that. Emergency fund is just in the bank. I think that's it here. All right. And our home and family binder. Let's see. Home decor is going to get some money. Here it is. Home decor is getting $20. Now it has 20 in there now, so it now has $40 in cash. A gift is in here also. Gift is going to get $15. Gift only has 10 in there now. I have been buying gifts, but I just haven't been taking out of this. I just take it out of my spending money and my wallet. So when I see something, I just grab it for someone, whether I'm saving it for Christmas or their birthday or whatever. This is not centered, and that's going to bother me. All right, gift is done. So that's it for the binders, but now we can do our savings challenge. All right, this time it's going to get 2 filled. We're going to do the $25 spot. If I can find it. Here it is. This has become a little bit more urgent than it was when I started it at the beginning of the year. Because for a while, I wasn't able to put anything in here. But it's a little bit more of a priority now. So I only have a couple years to save for a down payment on a car for myself. Because I want to give my daughter my car. That's the plan right now, though. It could always change to where I'm going to get her a new one. And I'll keep the old one. We'll see. 100 envelope is also getting the $29 filled. It is 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 29. I wonder how much I've saved so far in this. I know that the larger numbers I haven't even touched yet, so I will, though. I will. Once Discover is paid off, I think I'll have a little bit more freedom to save a little more. Alright, and then we're going to fill out 2 of these because we filled those 2 envelopes. What did we do? 25 and 29. Somebody guess. Guess how much I have in the 100 envelope. You gotta guess, though. You can't just add it all together. Take a guess. Let me know what you got. Let's see the closest one to it. Alright, that's it. That was pretty easy. I'm getting faster and faster at this every time I try it. Alright, that's it. That's all I have to show you, really. We got all the envelopes stuffed. I am ready for the week. I am keeping track of my spending. I have a expense tracker that I keep in my wallet, and then at the end of the pay period I transfer it to here. So hopefully you saw my payday prep budget for the next 2 weeks, and then once I'm done with the 2 weeks, I put everything in the expense tracker, highlight it for each category that it goes in, and then I compare my budget to what I actually have spent. So this little book definitely has made it much easier. I always like to budget bi-weekly, but this has made closeouts and seeing what I really spent a lot easier. But I will also do a monthly closeout. August has been, I think, the first one that I'm really trying this with. So, that's September. Here was August. So at the end of the month, what I'm going to do is I will take all of the budgets from the month. So I'll add this budget here to this budget. I'll take all of the budgets together and plug them in here and compare it to the total of the actual together to see how I did for the entire month. It's of course, this is just extra. This is something I just want to see. Of course, not everybody needs to do this at all. You could do one or the other, but I just kind of want to see both. For some reason, I think it'd be interesting for you guys to see too. But that is it for me today. What next video that you'll see is probably going to be the September monthly budget. For me, September doesn't start until September 8th. But I also need to set up my 12-week year. Last video, I asked you guys if you were interested in seeing those videos again because I'm going to start back up. I gave myself a break in August. My 12-week years don't go based on the calendar or quarters. I do take a break every 3 months. Every 4th month I take a break and then I go back into it. It's just a good way for me to reset, really think about what goals I want to reach and how I plan to get there. Gives me just space to breathe for a little while without the constant need for tracking and striving for a goal. And I also usually give myself a little bit more spending money, so you'll see if the last two pre-payday preps, August A and August B, I gave myself a little bit more spending money than I usually would. So that was nice to have that. But that's it for me today. I really appreciate it. I want you to always remember it is about progression and not about perfection. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I would love to have you here. That way you can stay up to date on the journey and see how each paycheck goes, start to finish. Thanks for watching and happy saving. Bye.